Yeah, I can't get it to flip around. Hang on.
Capitan's going to start with the ball. They have it at their own 10-yard line to start. Welcome into the East County end zone. We're with Dave Dickens. He's at the game right now.
Okay.
Yoakley's going to keep it. He's scrambling around half the field on this first down play to gain 8 yards. Wow. I might be a little bit behind you, Dave. Also underway out at Helix. We're going to keep you updated out there. Had a little bit of issue with some of the protocols, but if you're joining us, if you can't get into the game, try to work on that shot. We're trying to connect with Dave out at the game right now. We'll just keep you updated here.
Bear with me. Looks like Elka might have picked up the first down.
Gain of 4 yards. Shot by number 12. Campillo. Third down and 6.
Hey, let's get him, boys! Let's get him!
Dead ball, false start. Third down and 11.
Dave, what's the atmosphere like out there? It sounds incredible. Yeah, I think Dave's getting my audio, but there's a good look now. Great picture, Dave.
We're 7-6. Timeout taken by the Vaqueros.
Fans, want to remind you, we must wear masks at all times. It's cold. Shouldn't have a
They get to start in overtime right now. Mountain Empire 6.
Check out the sideline.
Maranatha Christian 6. We'll also keep you updated on the Helix game. I don't think Dave's hearing me, but we've got a great picture from him.
Fan house as well. Hope you can hear my volume mask.
Looks like a timeout out there in Lakeside. Dave, you look great.
I hope you're
Can
getting
you hear me, Dave? No. No problem. Probably keep you updated also throughout the county on games throughout the county. Maybe even the region. Who knows? Even for 2.5 hours, hopefully. Dave might only have enough battery.
Here we go, 3rd and 11.
We're watching both games tonight. It'll be a long night of football. El Capitan has a completion.
Pass complete. Number 21.
Okay, great.
Pass complete to Yoakley. Looks like a punting situation.
4th down and 5. Punt team on the field.
4th and 5. We'll be kicking from the. Looks like the 4th.
Okay, thanks. I figured it out now, Dave. I can hear you. Hopefully I'm not screwing it up with the Mountain Empire audio. I can hear you just fine. Great job. Sorry about that. Trying to work things out here, too.
Punt.
Number 20.
Might be able to hear some of the Mountain Empire audio in the back. trying to keep up in that game. They're in overtime.
Target up.
Looks like they might mark him at the
Penalty flag comes in late.
late penalty flag.
Yep.
Penalty flag.
8-yard line.
Look where you're at. Look where you're at.
Thanks, Sean, for your information out there. No, not many people joining us yet, Dave, but I think once this game gets rolling and people realize what the options are. But here we are. This is it. Welcome to the East County End Zone. Dave, great job.
Steel Canyon.
We'll get you in the red zone right here, right now.
So it looks like they might bring it back to the 20.
First and 10 at the 22.
22. There it is.
There's a score, touchdown.
Touchdown Cougars. There you go.
Welcome to the East County End Zone. Great job, Dave.
Halfway through the first quarter. Okay, here we go. We're in the extra point. And the refs are doing a fine job.
David Martinez.
Might be too many minutes. No.
Number 2. Jacobs.
Yes.
And it's good.
Extra point.
7 Cougars with a little over 8 left.
First and 10 for the Eagles on the 25.
Hey,
Dave, what?
How you doing? Oh, wow. That's not fair, man.
I hate it. It's like I get the kids come up to me all the time. Hey, coach, how you doing? I'm like, good. And they go in. I have no idea.
Well, we're going live.
What's up?
You see that, Ramon?
That was great. Dave, the Saints have already scored just a couple minutes into the game against Felix.
I can't hear you, Ramon. I hope you can hear the action.
Yep, you're doing great. I'm sorry you can't hear me.
All right, here we go.
I'll just let you handle it.
Out to the 23. Return of 22. First and 10 Buckeyes.
Then Carroll. Stand by. I'll give you the marker. Stand by. Yoki's gonna take a snap. Picks up a couple.
Austin Lee, the ball carrier. Check that.
It was senior night out there tonight, Dave. Saw the seniors getting introduced, including Austin there.
Yeah, I was hoping you saw also I believe he was a water polo coach earlier, saying hello from Seal Canyon. Here we go, second down.
Looks like it's going to be first and goal from the 5-yard line.
Deshaun.
Deshaun looks like he picked up about 2.
Yards.
Oh, 4.
Third down and 3.
3rd and 3. What do you think, Ramon? Think we're going to go to the air?
My 6 on the carry. Taken down on by a bunch of Redhawks.
There we go. I think it looks like a first down for Vaqueros. First down Vaqueros.
Helix just took over the ball on a turnover on downs with under 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Saints lead Helix 7-0.
What?
Over here at El Cap for 7-0 Steel Canyon. But the El Capitan Vaqueros are on the move. First set of it's going to be a keeper.
Savion Yokley. Diego Bergen with the tackle.
Rylan Jesse just tried a home run ball on his first pass as a Highlander, and it was just overthrown. He had the man, but it was just overthrown.
Hey, how about a little band action? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Got a couple of dancers in the stands, huh? Looking to run Dancing with the Stars. It's like a third and long situation, Ramon.
Helix just picked up a first down on a run from Washington. Highlanders have the ball at their own 46-yard line. 7.5 to go in the first.
Yeah, we got a little over 5 minutes in the first. El Cap down 7-0.
Got a final in from Pine Valley. Dave. Maranatha Christian defeats Mountain Empire 12-6 in overtime tonight.
Oh gosh darn it!
Great ball game.
Yokley's got the ball. Yokley's time. Beautiful pass. I think he's picked up about 5 away.
Complete from Savion Yokley. Picks up 7 yards.
Dave, it was a nice ball game out there.
Correction, picked up 7 yards on the.
And he went down at the 46-yard line. 4th down and 2.
Highlanders fumble it, and they'll have to cover it up back at their own 33-yard line.
4th and 2. We're going to see what Coach Berner's going to do on this one. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. Uh-oh. The natives are on the other side.
Great atmosphere. How many people would you say are there tonight? Can you hear me?
Okay, here we go. 4th and
Just let
2.
him call the action.
4th and 2 on the fake. It's going to be a turnover on down. Steel will take over. It looks like about the 40.
Steel Canyon. Tackle us. Eagles will take over for the Cougars. First and
Jesse just got run down and sacked for a big loss for Helix, and they're going to have to punt the ball from their own 24-yard line. 5.5 to go in the first. 4th and 30 for the Highlanders.
So turnover on downs. Steel takes over. Close to midfield. Yes.
Oh, this one, Dave. Great job, Dave. Wow.
Broken up. Broken up by El Cap. Number 37, correction.
Second down and 10.
El Cap second showing some speed and some talent early on.
Cathedral Catholic picked up a touchdown, a 60-yard punt return by Swafford. The Dons lead 7-0, 7:30 to go in the first. Taking a look at some of the big-time action around the county.
Run!
Still picks up a few. Third and 2 for the Cougars.
Helix got a special teams gap, and now
Third and 2 for the Cougars. Looks like about the third.
Underneath! Good.
Picked up a big chunk.
yep.
Let's go, linebackers! Let's go! Let's go around!
Major Gibbons carry with the first down for Steel Canyon.
They said that the team boxes have been extended all the way down to the 10-yard line for these games because of the social distancing, so that you saw a player or a team member not in pads but walking past the normal 30-yard line box. So
Okay, first and 10. First and 10 at the 23 for Steel.
Mm-hmm.
They're driving.
Number 10.
Executed the punt fine. The Saints took over just on their side at the 43-yard line, and big opportunity here for the Cougars. They could get a 2-score lead right here in the first quarter, Dave.
Yes, the fans are a little quiet on the sidelines, but I think this could light them up. They score quick here. Oh, wait, look at that hit. Did you see him hang on to that one?
Yeah, it looks like he dribbled it.
What a catch. They'll probably marking him about the 2.
Penalty flag.
Stand by for some laundry. Legal man downfield is coming back.
Steel Canyon. Back them up. We'll replay second down.
So we'll try it again.
Big touchdown for the Saints. They've tied the game with Helix. It was Helix that led the game 7-0. The score was wrong here. I'm stuck at the studio, and I joined the game kind of late. So it was Helix that scored the opening touchdown. If anybody's checking that, I'll try to correct that and get the right information here. But the Saints have just struck on a big play, over 50 yards. Colmanero, a touchdown pass. The Saints have moved to within a point, 7-6 with 4:20 to go.
It's a sweep. Oh,
big defensive play, Dave. What's going on?
Loose. I think El Cap got it.
Dominic Denham with the recovery. Well, we got a penalty.
Some more laundry on though. Stand by.
Garrett on the backfield. Face mask against the Vaqueros, though.
Gosh darn it.
I know you're just rooting to keep it a close game. No homerism for the Vaqueros out there, even though they're at home. But just want to keep this game close while you're out there. And that was a big play. Look where the Cougars are now. That penalty. What's going to be the result here, Dave?
You know what? I told you early on the week when we did the preview that penalties and giveaways and takeaways were going to be huge. So turnovers, it didn't turn out to be too big because they didn't get to take over. But here we are backing it up.
Okay. So the Cougars are right back where they were. They're not losing yardage at all.
No, but it's just too bad they had the face mask, or they would have been doing real well.
To the goal.
I think you could hear me a lot better when you're by yourself in the end zone rather than moving towards the fans. We can have a conversation here, and this is exciting. Thrilled to be presenting this game.
I picked up about a yard, maybe half, maybe got the line of scrimmage even. Gotta love these.
Big run here by Christian. Big run by Christian. Big moves Washington, and he's got the ball into Saints territory already with a big stiff arm.
You know, you gotta love this Steel Canyon offensive line. They do got some big boys on that line.
It was Washington that had a 90-yard kickoff.
As I said, Ramon, these penalties are gonna.
False start.
It's gonna eat one of them alive. It's a false start against the Cougars. That'll back them up.
It was Christian Washington, Dave, that had an opening kickoff of 90 yards for a touchdown that gave Helix the lead. 7-6 right now. The Saints missed the extra point. The graphics man has it wrong. Going to have to get on him a little bit.
Ooh, better be on that back. It was a nice sweep around to the but it almost looked like they're lucky they didn't get caught with the block in the back.
2 yards, 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10. So they can get the first down and still have a fresh set of downs to put it into the end zone. So the Cougars are looking good. Back to pass. Touchdown Cougars.
Touchdown. Number 9, Joshua.
That was a great throw by Charizamasi.
Number 9. We await the extra point. That was a good short pass right in the corner. We got to play a little better secondary. Can't leave that guy alone like that. Martinez for the extra point. Extra point is good, says the ref. And as we wind down the first quarter, we got a 14-0 lead by the Steel Canyon visiting Cougars.
Choir leader, creating choreography for show choir production.
You gotta love the LCAP, Ramon. I love the LCAP uniforms. You know, the white helmets with the black and the yellow socks that trim it out.
Sure, and if anybody saw that earlier in the week, the LCAP released a social media video of them applying the decals to the helmets, and I looked at that and I said, man, you know, they watched them and they even kind of sped up the video, and I'm like, wow, that must be such a lengthy process to put those on there, and every team goes through that same routine, but glad to do it. I'm sure he was at this point, just so grateful that we're here tonight, and it seems like a great atmosphere out there, Dave.
I'm not ready to count these vaqueros out yet either. It's only 14-0 early, so there's still plenty of football to be played.
Dave, is it cold out there tonight?
It's about 48 degrees. There he goes. Just about got it up to the 20. They got it at 16. Okay. First down, we got a vaquero down. I think he just got the air knocked out of him. I want to say he got the air knocked out of him, but we'll wait to see what the change.
Okay. How's your battery doing, Dave? You need to take a moment while this player, while we take a moment for this player.
Absolutely not. I got plenty of battery for Dave.
Okay, great.
As you can see,
Dave, earlier tonight, Marcus Smith caught a touchdown pass, and Larry Clark had a sack in the third quarter for the Red Hawks, but Mountain Empire scored a touchdown in overtime, and it was Maranatha Christian defeating Mountain Empire 12-6. And you know, it was muddy out there too a little bit. Of course, they have a natural turf field, and wasn't raining necessarily, but the water had soaked in, and the treading was a little bit slow. And The Redhawks had some big plays called back by penalties.
Well, the good news, Ramon, is he's up to his feet. I think he just got the air knocked out of him, maybe. So we're good to go. We're gonna play some football
At the 16-yard line.
starting at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. It's gonna be interesting to see what Coach Berner does. If he's gonna go start airing it out. He's kind of been doing some dunks and maybe a screen right here or maybe a boot.
Into the first quarter over in La Mesa.
Picked up about 2. Looks like about 2nd and 8.
Run off the left side. Gain of 4 yards.
It was 4 yards, correction. I think that's going to wind down the first quarter, and we're going to change sides.
That'll do it. For the first quarter of play, they'll switch in the field.
14-0. Steel Canyon visiting Cougars.
To nothing.
And we'll pause here for a minute so I can get to the other side. Be right back.
All right, great job by Dave there, covering the first portion of that game, and Steel Canyon off to a nice start, 14-0 over in La Mesa. End of the first quarter, Helix 7, St. Augustine 6, Christian Washington a 90-yard kickoff return to open the game. Richard Colmenero threw a long touchdown pass of over 50 yards. St. Augustine didn't convert on their kick on the extra point. 7-6. Helix on top. The Saints have the ball at midfield. 3rd and long. Colmenero steps up from the rush, rolls right. He's going to have to take off running. He's going to pick up some yards, about 5 yards, down to about the 44-yard line of the Highlanders. Good job by the Highlanders. Aaliyah Charizamasi, just touchdown pass for Steel Canyon. They lead the Vaqueros 14-0. End of the first quarter in Lakeside. Thanks for joining us tonight. Dave will be back with us in just a moment from Lakeside. We only ended up with 3 local games here tonight after the cancellation of Mission Hills at Grossmont. That game was supposed to be played tonight in La Mesa, but Mission Hills had a return of a COVID test come back negative, and the program had to go into a little bit of a shutdown. Saints are going to end up punting the football. They can pin the Highlanders a little bit here, and yes, it's going to be down to about the 14-yard line, and that's where Helix will take over. 10:50 to go. Here comes Dave.
Timothy Hudson. Doing a good job.
How you doing, sir? Pretty good. Good. Okay, Ramon, I hope we're getting some volume here again.
Yeah, Dave, you have no idea how great this is. Hey, Dave, can you hear me a little bit?
Yes.
Hey, let's watch this play here. Oh, big defensive play right there.
Sacked by number 25 in the backfield.
Hey, Dave, earlier today, the first team
Finley
played
O'Gorman.
the county in the return to play football locally, and it was a crazy one. Santa Fe Christian won 81-53 over Orange Glen.
Ball spotted at the 32-yard line.
They scored 35 points in the first quarter. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Cougars really putting the pressure on here. Oh.
We're going to try it again.
Timeout taken by Steele Canyon. Want to talk it over.
Christian Washington with a run, but he's stuffed by the intimidating St. Augustine defensive line, and the Highlanders are going to be left with a 3rd and 5 here at about the 20-yard line. Great look right there, Dave.
Okay, here we go. They talked about it. Let's see what we're going to do now.
Let's go.
All right, set to go. First timeout for the Cougars.
Washington picks up a first down for the Highlanders, 6 or 7 yard run. All right, Vaqueros with the punt.
Good special teams here.
Angling towards the sideline and out of bounds.
Oh, wow. That's
Well done.
All the way down.
Look at that punt. Did you see the punt? Oh,
Spotted
wow.
Very
at the
nice.
23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line. What a punt. Attaboy.
That'll change the field position. Cougars take over.
Scores around the county. Now Carmel leading Richard Bay, 28-0
Yeah,
at
that's a
half.
good. Great punt.
Real good.
Stand
I don't even know.
up.
There you go.
This is a real game. Scripps Rams 14, Mary Mason
Clap
was
it
in
up,
second
clap it
quarter.
up, clap it up, Ramon.
Well, they might not be in full force tonight, but the black and gold crowd, the loud gold crowd
Haven't seen
there.
that in a while, huh? Almost a year and a half.
That's quite a thrill right there, no doubt about it. Okay, take a look now.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, look at that.
Doesn't get very far.
Hey,
Uh-oh. Little pushing and shoving. Yep. Looks like some unsportsmanlike conduct, I think. Stand by for the flag.
Sort it out.
There's a lot of pushing and shoving after that one. I'm not sure. It might be offset. We'll wait to see what they have to say. In the meantime, all right. What's the call?
All right. Let's see what the call is. Dead ball. Sportsmanlike conduct.
Christian Washington running hard. He's picked up, it looks like another first down. It's going to be close.
Yeah, just like I said, Ramon, they're offset. Both sides pushing and shoving, offset, unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, it's the beginning of the season for them. You expect something like that.
Washington did pick up a first down. The Highlanders eating a little clock here, doing a nice job. They're out near the 37-yard line, so they've driven 22 yards right now. Most of it on the ground, all of it on the ground.
Timeout on the field.
Oh, we already got another timeout. See what we got going on here.
Hey, we didn't call a timeout. Timeout, why?
We mentioned that.
There's a little confusion on the sidelines. It was a timeout called by Steele Canyon.
Okay.
Just for clarification.
Hey,
Dave, does El Cap have their usual setup that they
Here's
have
the
with
D
the TV
coordinator,
monitor?
Sean McDade, collecting his troops,
Sure.
firing them up. Man,
Ryland Jesse's going a deep ball down the right sideline. And this one's just incomplete. Intended for Van. Chargers, Highlanders' second chance and a deep ball with Ryland Jesse incomplete there.
I don't know what's going on here, but stand by.
Referee talking to both coaches. And we're set to go.
Earlier tonight, Dave, it was the Steel Canyon Junior Varsity beating the El Capitan Junior Varsity, and over in La Mesa, Saints JV, Helix JV, 28-14.
Here we go, Ramon.
Yep.
Oh, look at that defense. Look at that defense. Boy, they just swallowed them up. Look at that El Cap defense. Boy, they saw that one coming.
Nice job there.
That's what they got to do if they want to stay in this ball game. They definitely got to stop this Cougar offense, get them out of sync.
Nice read by the defense.
Helix is going to be called for a holding penalty, and that's going to put them probably in a third down.
Here we go. They're going to. Looks like they're going to try and speed up the tempo.
Okay.
I think.
Taken by the Vaqueros. Their
Dave, I
second timeout.
think Rizamasi is an underrated
Yeah, I don't know
player
why he took one.
at quarterback. I mean, you remember when he got his first start last year against Rosemont, he passed for 2 touchdowns and ran for another, and Steel Canyon scored 58 points against the Foothillers. And he also had those 3 quick scores against Helix in that late season game before Helix came all the way back. But remember, Steel Canyon jumped out to a 21-7 lead in that game, and it was Charismasi who passed for 2 touchdowns and ran for the other. It's just that Helix came back to win. But I think he's certainly overlooked coming into this short season, and has looked good here so far.
Well, I'll tell you what, out here in Lakeside, they need to do something on defense big, and they need to get at least force a 3 and out and get the ball back and get into that end zone before halftime. They got plenty of time to do it, but they need to make some big stops right here. Maybe a quarterback sack. Here we go.
Pass complete.
Oh,
And out of bounds. 37-yard line. Got to move the
Did they get the first?
down.
nice job.
Cougars.
Helix ended up punting, and St. Augustine is going to start their next drive at the 48-yard line, their own 48-yard line, just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, here we go. Another set. Cougars are on the move. Oh, they stack him up there though. He might have got a half a yard. A yard is the most.
Nothing there.
Presley with a run for the Saints into Helix
Nice job at number
territory. They've
95.
moved down to the Helix 38-yard line.
You know, I think El Cap's got the run pretty much well contained. I think that those quick passes, they need to be aware of those little dinks and dunks that are going. Here we go. They're taking a little time. There it is. see, they got to stop this one here. Attaboy. See?
Brought down.
I told you, if they stopped that run,
Cameron Jimenez. Bryce
the
Moore
Vaqueros
on
are doing a heck of a job on that. And I think that's what's going to keep them
Third
in this
down and
game.
7.
3rd and 7 for the Cougars.
Let's hope, Dave. I don't want a blowout on our first live game.
This is a big set right here. This is a big play. Big play, Ramon. Big play.
Tackle for loss by the Highlanders.
There it is.
Right to the right.
Incomplete. There you go.
Okay.
Driver Creighton
Wait a
once
minute.
again in the backfield. And have it.
Oh, ineligible receipt. Okay. They're going to decline it.
We have an ineligible man downfield. A decline by the Vaqueros.
See, I told you, if they can just contain them, they're doing pretty well on the run. So now they need to do something big on
Definitely.
offense.
And six.
Maybe a block punt here. That would
Oceanside,
be huge.
the early lead. Oceanside's got the early lead on La Jolla, 7-0.
Watch a fake. It looks like, yeah.
Timeout. Vaqueros not caught. Not
Maybe you're in the wrong profession, Dave. Maybe you should be a special teams coach.
Of the first half. Talking about 4th down and 6.
I've seen it too many times.
Cathedral on top of Torrey Pines, 17-0. They just kicked a field goal.
I'll tell you what,
Just wanna-
if there's anybody chilly and you're in your nice warm studio there,
That's right.
Ramon, how cold do you think they are out in the stands and the cheerleaders in particular?
Hey, you think this was by design? Okay, you're gonna have to stick around the second half. I'm not coming down there.
Yep. Yes,
You're
sir.
doing it. I think now that you're there, I think you're pretty fired up. I'm fired up just sharing this moment with you.
Oh, the Cougar offense coming back out.
A big play.
You know what? I think they're going to try and draw them off sides. But maybe they will go for the big. Yep, they're going for it. Oh, look at that one.
Kick it away. Down to the 25 yard
Pretty
line.
far away. I don't know.
Oh, pretty good with the squib.
Nice defensive stand.
Still a great stand by the Vaqueros. Keep playing defense. They'll stay in this one.
I'm sorry that we can't bring any Zoom features at this time with the platform that we're using, but I think this is pretty awesome. I'm working on that one, Dave. La Costa Canyon on top of San Marcos, 6-0, a pick 6 by Trey Bradford in that game.
Hope you're enjoying a couple of the close-up shots.
Oh, this is just outstanding. I mean,
There we go.
Emma to number 2, Xavier Peace.
They picked up a couple.
We gotta go outside.
You're,
Right inside.
as you probably heard, Ramon, the coaches are talking over.
Fumble recovered. Did not see who got it. But it was Steel Canyon.
Steel Canyon got the ball. I did not see it. Neither did the coaches on this sideline. 28-yard line. The Cougars take over as they picked up the fumble.
that's a big, big break. How much time, Dave?
We got 5:58 left in the second.
Okay.
They need to get the ball back like in a hurry.
Well, they need to stop them on this after that. I mean, that's a big, big turnover. You don't want to be down 3 scores at halftime in a game that you have to keep a low score if you're the Vaqueros. So obviously, keeping them off the scoreboard. At least it's critical. At least keep
Well, the
those.
defense has been playing outstanding. It's just you got to
for
get them
sure.
off the field.
Run! Oh, Alex ran past it. Oh.
Straight up the middle.
Wow.
But the
Straight
Cougars have
middle
made
for
nice
quite a
plays
few.
as well. All right, looks like we're going into the East County end zone. Here we go.
Foul forward. Gain of 9 yards. Second down and 1.
Yeah. 9 yards. The lighting out here, too, is fantastic out here at
It's a great picture.
Carroll
It's
Stadium.
just absolutely outstanding. We saw.
There it is. Oh, he was
Yes.
trying to throw it to his back
Incomplete.
shoulder. Oh, he's trying to throw it to his back shoulder. He couldn't get it. I think Ramon, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for it.
Pass thrown behind and intended for Manny Lovering. Third down and 1.
I don't understand that sometimes. I mean, why not you're up by 2. Why don't you just pick up the first down? Maybe a QB sneak or just a little pitch or something like that.
Coach Dave Dickens here again, folks.
Cougars push the pile forward for a first down.
See what I'm saying? First
Line
down.
judge will spot it at the 16-yard line. First and 10.
Coming right at you. Great job.
Well,
I hate-
because you're taking a chance on an interception when you're throwing a ball like that.
Hey, no bias here, but I also want to stop. I don't want to see this game get out of hand.
Oh, they got some good tacklers
Number
out there.
30.
I'll tell you that.
Alex Peja on the tackle.
You
They've
heard
done a
that,
great
Alex
job
Peja.
to just put themselves
Alex
in
Peja
a
on the
bad
tackle.
situation.
Boy, did
For the
he!
Cougars.
And if you were here, you would
Second
hear
and 5.
how hard that hit really was. You could tell the top physical shape that both these teams are in. You really can, not losing their breath. Just playing 150%.
Penalty flag comes in from the
Delay a
back.
game.
Got to be a delay a game.
Those are the type of, yeah.
I never
go ahead.
understand why you would even get one of those.
Back
Well,
up
I
5
think
yards.
Dave, I
Second
mean,
down
these guys,
and
I mean,
10. Fans want to remind
they
you,
had
all
2 weeks of
masks must be
practice,
worn
the
at
Zoom
all times.
practices,
Inside the
unprecedented.
stadium.
It's hard right now, right? I
In order
mean,
for us to have this game, all fans must follow the rules.
Are they following
You
the rules out
You
there
hear
in
that? You got to follow
Lakeside?
the rules, Ramon.
Wearing that face mask under your nose, Dave.
I got it. It keeps falling off though.
Oh,
There
look
it
at this. Dave,
Touchdown,
great shot.
Cougars.
Great shot,
His
Dave.
favorite
Down,
target.
Cougars.
Number 8,
That's my,
Number 8. Pardon me.
running back.
that's my old friend Jason Lee.
Givens for another one. He's giving them a touchdown.
Touchdown, Cougars.
We await the extra point by Mr. Martinez. As I've told you before, went to school with his dad, Ruben Martinez. Used to be the ASB guy over at Steel
Kick
Canyon.
is up.
And the kick is good.
Good.
So,
All right, Dave. Well, Dave, I mean, I want you to stay for the second half. I understand if you
Fans,
think,
the
what do you
snack
think,
bars
Dave?
will be
I know
closing
it's going to be
at the end of
difficult for El
halftime.
Capitan to mount
Down to
a
the snack
scoring
bars.
drive,
They'll
to
be
be
closing
quite
at
honest
the end of
with you.
halftime.
I want to see them have some success. They've got to get this offense on track because certainly the remaining teams on their schedule are teams that they will be more competitive with probably than in this game. So build some confidence in the second half, get on that scoreboard. But how do you feel moving
Tell
forward?
the snack bar you heard it here. Everything's
well,
a dollar.
I'll tell you.
Tell me you heard it from the announcer.
Hey, the best part about this whole thing, did you hear that, Ramon? You're not down here. You don't know everything's a dollar. Everything in the snack
Once
bar is
again, run the
$1.
special.
How about that?
Now that's
Everything
something I can get
$1.
behind.
Tell
Can
me
you
in the
grab
tough
me?
times.
I'm just down the street, Dave, off of Winter Gardens in Woodside. Do you think you can bring me something after the game? Some dogs?
Martinez.
I think
With
you
the
need
kick.
to call an Uber and maybe stock up.
I've got my own personal Uber, and it's you. Cap's
And
gonna,
there he goes. Oh,
Yeah.
I think there's
Here's
an
a
illegal block in
flag.
the back. I think
Penalty flag coming in.
it's going to be an illegal block in the back. Stand
Down
by.
near the 20-yard line. Let's see what it is.
Dave, St. Augustine will take a 14-7 lead into halftime in La Mesa.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to hear that.
Saints have taken the lead out there.
Well, let's await this. Let's await this call here. I think it's going to be an illegal block in the back.
It was a pick six.
Personal foul.
The Highlanders were in a 3rd down and long
Illegal hit to the
on
helmet.
their own 1-yard
Against the
line.
Vaqueros.
Pick
Illegal.
6.
There you go, Ramon. A legal hit to the helmet. Vaqueros. That one hurts.
Half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, boy, yeah. Malcolm Williams of the Saints had a short interception return there, and he's the one that turned the 7-6 Helix lead into a Saints lead. They went for 2, and it's 14-7 at halftime.
All right.
Well, it's too bad that Larry and Liz couldn't get in there.
1st and 10 Vaqueros.
Yeah, let's just not talk about it here. Let's celebrate your action here tonight.
Okay, they got Yoakley behind center. Let's see what he's going to do. And ball's gone.
Savion
Oh,
airing it out deep to Xavier Pence. Just out of his reach.
you know that was a
Coverage by
pretty
number 14.
that was a pretty
Leon
good throw,
Phillips.
Ramon. Just a little more
Second
air
down
under
and 10.
that, and I think he would have been gone. I don't know if you got a good angle on that, but it was a pretty good throw.
Your camera is outstanding, Dave. I mean, it is almost broadcast quality, man. I tell you.
Okay, here we go. 2nd down. Let's see what Yoke can do. Uh-oh, we don't want that. Oh,
Under
no.
pressure.
I think he made it out of the end zone.
Just does get it out of the
Yep.
end zone, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's at the 1, sir.
Oh,
Number 12.
That could have
Spencer.
been a lot uglier than it was.
Deep
Woo.
in the end zone.
Yikes.
Yoakley doing a good job getting it out. Third and goal. From
As
the
you
one.
said, Ramon, being in the
Check that.
East
Third
County
and
end zone,
17.
you can definitely those kind of plays right there. You definitely get a front row seat if they miss the safety.
oh, for sure, Dave. But this isn't what I had in mind when I thought of the East County end zone. We're going the wrong way. No disrespect to the Cougars; these are both of our teams, but we're trying to even the score here at least. Even the tide a little bit.
You need to get it out of there. There it is.
Savion. Again.
Oh,
Just overthrown, intended. Xavier Peace brings up 4th down.
you know what it is, Ramon. He's
From
if
their own goal
you
line.
watch, he's got a lot of pass rushers coming in there. He's got about a 2-step drop, and he's got people in his face. I think he's got the arm strength to do it, but he was definitely off on that throw.
Well, I don't mind, going for it right there, and trying some big
Back
plays
in.
here.
Number
Let's work
22,
on these now, and
Chug block.
like I said, El Cap's going to have some nice games this season where they're going to be very competitive. You got a Cougar team that I think we both can agree, Dave, that the Cougars are coming in here a bit underrated. I'm not talking too loud, am I?
No, you're good. There's a punch away. That's a pretty decent one, but that's a pretty decent run back.
For
And
sure.
it could go all the way.
From the 34 yard
Touchdown, Cougars.
Right there, Dave. Great
Number
shot.
22 for the touchdown.
Wow.
El Capitan. Senior parents involved in the halftime activities need to go down
With
to
2:11 left in the
Field.
first half, 27 and a goose egg for the
Involved
Vaqueros,
in the-
unfortunately.
Well, Dave, we said it. I mean, I said, hey, that's not
Down by
what
the
we have in
snack bar.
mind with the East
Still with
County
the
end zone.
Well,
Turns
El
out,
Cap's playing defense, but it's just
down towards the snack bar.
well, that was a great return. It was a decent kick. The cover, it was a little short and a little fast. I mean, he definitely cleared it out nicely, but doesn't leave a lot of time for the coverage to get down there. And with that kind of speed,
Martinez for the extra point.
Extra point try.
And it is good.
and with that kind of speed, Dave, it was just going to be too much.
Cougars on top, 28-0.
28-0. Well, you know, I think at this point the Vaqueros are I think they're just happy to play some football.
Dave, we got our loyal viewer Sean. He's saying, hey, maybe you can help a little bit. Great job, Sean.
You know, I maybe, you know what? We got just enough time. How about a run back right now?
Well, I do want to be got an update here. Cathedral Catholic leading Torrey Pines 24-0.
Here it is. And he's gonna run it. He's gonna take it. I told you.
That's a great return.
He's still going.
Explosive return. That looks like it's possibly into Steel Canyon territory, at least near the 50s.
Got a flag on the play. I hope.
Oh no!
But for now, he went all the way down to the 40. Boy, did I call that one. I hope it's not against the Vaqueros.
Block in the back. El Capitan.
That takes the wind out of the sails, man.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
What a great run.
Over 2 minutes to go till halftime. Once again, last call, Senior Parrots.
Great
Under
run.
the snack bar area. And the snack bars will be closing at the end of halftime. Tell them you heard that here. Everything.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
you made a good point, Ramon. I think that some of their
About the
future
snack
opponents-
bar?
some of their future opponents. I think that I think these Vaqueros could chalk up a couple of wins. Yopi, look at that! Oh, I thought he had a good window.
Dodges the first two, runs into number 25, Finley O'Gorman. Awesome. 2 on the play.
Let's see. Let's try to
Second down.
get another angle here. You may be in your warm house there, Ramon, but I tell you, there's no feeling like being out here on the field. No teasing, by the way. Oh, that was a face mask. Come on.
Xavier Peace off the left side. Blocked that time by number 56, Harley Hall. Third down and 11.
Well, what do you do here, you know? Third and 11. What do you do here, Ramon? I mean, you got 44 seconds left. Oh, look at that one, huh? You didn't see that coming.
Oakley pulls it down. Does it himself. First down. Out of bounds. Will move the chains with under 30 seconds to go. First and 10, Vaqueros at the 40.
30 seconds to go. First and 10 on the 40. Are you still there, Ramon?
Yep. Trying to connect with PJ. Might be able to get something from Helix. He did. He was supposed to take. Well, I'll tell you later.
That was a great play. Boy, no one saw that one coming. There we go. Come on, Yoke. Oh.
Incomplete. Penalty flag in the backfield.
You know,
Against El Capitan.
oh, come on. I didn't see anybody holding. Did you, Ramon?
Yep.
Did you see anybody holding? I mean, he did have plenty of time back there.
I'm just
They got
feeling
to stop going back. They got to stop going backwards.
From the spot of the foul.
Jeez.
It's going to be first down and an acre.
Did you hear the ref? He said, "I'm not out here to call penalties." I haven't heard that one before. Have you?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Got it. 21 seconds. Hail Mary. Come on, Rogers. Oh, no.
Ball's loose.
And the Cougars come up with the ball. Looks like number 24. Number 24 for, I don't have a roster with me, but number 24 for the Cougars. That's going to set up a big first down with 10 seconds left. That's enough time for 2 plays and score. They could get 6 right here. Or do they just take the easy 3? It's getting out of hand out here. Yeah, they're going to take a knee. That's the right thing to do. That'll do it. That's classy right
For
there.
the first half of play, visiting Cougars on top, 28-0.
That's classy, huh?
How you feel? How's your battery, Dave?
It's going.
Okay, you want to take halftime look? The game's about to resume. Here's a look at the Vaqueros going in. I don't think they're going into the locker room at all. I understand there might even not be using locker rooms here.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can grab...
Don't get... try to make sure you keep your distance now. Don't, they're down 28-0, Dave. Okay. Like I said, if you need to press that battery too.
Well, I just don't want I don't want the battery, or I mean the camera facing coach right now.
No.
Until he's done doing his thing, and then I'm gonna try and grab the D coordinator.
Okay. Well, I don't want to put any. I love that interview. I just feel awful that we're down 28-0. Trying to see if I can get in touch with PJ Panabianco. He's out at the Helix game, and maybe we can get some coverage from him. That game at halftime as well, and I just didn't want you necessarily to run out of battery.
No, I'm good on battery. I'm just trying to see if I can pull the McDade for a few minutes.
Okay. All right, let me see if I can bring in PJ, Dave. All right. PJ Panabianco, my friend, hello. Nice to see you out there.
Hey, what's happening, Ramon?
Great to see you out there. A big play there at the end of the first half that gave the Saints the lead. Helix faced with a 3rd and long at their own 1-yard line with a freshman quarterback, and they decided to go the air, and a pick six turned the Helix 1-point lead into the Saints lead 14-7 at halftime. What's the atmosphere like, though, brother?
It's not much of an atmosphere. There's like 8 people in the stands over on the Saints side and 25 people on the Helix side. It's not really. It's a sparse crowd, which you expect under these conditions. But I think that ball was tipped. I'm at the east end of the stadium, and even looking through the lens, I thought the ball was tipped at the line, went through one defender's hands, and then another defender got his hands on
That
it.
was a great play, the keeper that he had.
Well, PJ, if you can stand by just a moment, we've got touched on.
So, I mean, you guys got a good scheme. You're playing good defense. We
walked into her life.
we got
And has done absolutely
Unfortunate
everything in
plays,
her
you know,
power
but
for her.
I mean,
She is beyond
part of
grateful for her
working out the
grandparents
kinks,
and
we'll
Uncle
be all right.
Carlos. who
well, that's
also
why we play
support
these
her.
games right here.
Accepting
So
her
we can,
flowers tonight
and
are
playing
her
a
mom,
team like
Yvette,
Steel Canyon.
stepdad
And then they take
Bobby,
a knee, I think,
and
it's
father
classy
Mike.
at the end of the
Yeah,
at the end of the
he's a great dude.
Loretta Lee
But
would like to thank her
I think you're still doing a
Jen
great
and
job
Paul,
out there. It looks
for
like
being the reason
looks like
she
your
is where she is
materials are
today.
still
You have
they got a lot of life
always
in
made
them.
sure
we'll
she
be
has
back
what she
for sure.
needs to be happy,
But
healthy,
good
and
job out there,
successful.
Coach.
She is so grateful to have such a loving and supportive
All
parent.
right, Ramon, I don't know if you caught that. I think
version of herself.
he's pretty impressed with his group.
The effort that you put in to be there for her and how hard you both work. Her dad has taught her to work hard and push herself.
Ramon, you there?
Sorry about that, PJ. Just wanted to say what the you talked about the atmosphere being kind of stale, but there has to be some tension on the sideline with such a big game of big opponents. And it started off with a great return, 90-yard kickoff return by Christian Washington. That's what we're expecting from Big Moves Washington.
Yeah, I mean, he caught the ball and he went in. There was a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and he was gone. And I mean, but the atmosphere, usually when Helix walks in, the one of the UT photographers is here, had never been to Helix before, and I said, what pomp and circumstance they have? I said, well, usually they walk in behind the bagpipers, and you look over, there was 2 bagpipers today because of the COVID. And, usually you have that, enormous presence. And then the challenge of the sword, they didn't do that, where they slammed the sword in the ground. Only one captain from each team out for the coin flip. It was just, atmosphere wise, it's Friday Night Lights, the lights are on, it's cool, it's brisk, but it's just waiting for things to pick up. I mean, the game has been pretty much line up and pound the crud out of each other. I mean, the Helix has taken a couple of shots where the receiver didn't quite come up with it, and then Saints took their shot and the kid came up with it and kept them in the game in the first half, and then they have that fluke interception off the tip ball. And then they get the 2-point conversion. That kid bowled into the end zone, took a couple kids with them, and now it's they're kicking off. I don't know how to swap my camera around to give you the live kickoff here, but
I'll tell you, PJ. I know you want to get back to shooting as well, but we'd love to see your live shot on the phone. You have great quality. Underneath the menu, there should be a button on there that will allow to change from front and back view. I don't know if you can listen to me and answer my question while you fiddle around. I'm not too worried about the quality of our broadcast. If you can hear me while you mess with that, but that might work too. Cole Monero had the big 50-yard touchdown pass that you mentioned. And Rylan Jesse, the freshman quarterback for Helix, he looks great out there. You mentioned the 2 long bombs that he attempted. They were maybe just a little overthrown, but he definitely threw good balls. He's out there. I mean, the guy was basically in 8th grade last year and throwing deep balls out against the Saints.
Right. Well, the kid looks pretty poised. I mean, he's had his freshman moments. I mean, if he, you know, the snaps have been a little bit high. He bobbled a couple of them. He's taken a couple sacks. He hasn't done anything too crazy, like thrown into double coverage or anything like that. But, you know, he's had to run for his life a couple of times. And, I mean, he's a freshman. I mean, starting at Helix. I mean, when's the last time we ever made those, you know, starting quarterback freshman Helix? You don't ever put those words in the same sentence.
Well, I think the Highlanders definitely were going to be relying on Washington to be their big play man, and he's definitely been it. And I think the Saints are starting with the ball here. I might be a little bit behind you on the feed, but the Saints start with the ball to start the second half. If you want to show any action, that's fine. If you need to get back to shooting, this link will be open at any time. If you get down there and you want to join us, I'll leave that up here. It's great to see you. It's great to see you. Well, kind of. I mean, I see you, but I'm seeing your mask. But I'm glad you're masking up out there.
Everybody's pretty much playing by the rules out here. There's no renegades. Everybody's got their mask on, and it's pretty cool. I'll give you a call back at the quarter.
Yeah, real good. I'm watching the game, so I expect to hear from you. If we can get those red zone shots, that'd be great. But I know you're taking some great photos, and everyone follow PJ Panabianco on Facebook. Thanks a lot, brother. A great report from you. Great to see you. Enjoy the game.
Thanks a lot.
PJ Panabianco out at the Helix game. All right, well, I expect to join Dave back in just a moment. I'm monitoring the action out there at Helix High School. Right now, where the Saints lead 14-7. Saints have the ball right now at about the 30-yard line, and Blazito just came up with a nice defensive play for no gain. Maybe it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Saints. And Dave's
I was just checking to see if you ended up getting some of the end of the.
We did.
Sean McDade talking about how his defense is playing.
We did. I might have hit the mute button on accident at the very beginning of it, but we heard the gist of what he was saying, and I can empathize with Coach McDade right now, faced with this deficit. Dave, is Steel Canyon an underrated team still, in your opinion, given the fact that some of the local football pundits have kind of downgraded them entering the season?
Yeah, you know, I don't see any down. You know, we talked about they might be down. I don't think they're down at all. I think they've looked like the same Steel Canyon. Maybe at the quarterback position they need to knock a little of the rust out, but that's the same thing with El Capitan. I think this is definitely more like a scrimmage game than or preseason game, if you will.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, Dave. You left us for a little bit, but PJ said that the atmosphere was a little bit stale out there with a small crowd. In looking at the game here, I can see that there's definitely just maybe there's as many people on the sideline for the Saints as there are in the crowd.
Hang on just a second. I'm going to try and catch this before I get it, if I can. Hold on.
Something like that. It was good to see everyone coming in, just saying, hey, got some other football going on around the county today. The first final score I saw, Santa Fe Christian puts up a pretty big showdown there.
All right. Saints ended up punting, and Helix is going to start their drive now at their own 30-yard line. Just underway here in the third quarter. Saints 14, Helix 7. 9.5 to go. Get Dave back here in just a moment. Handoff here to Washington. Bounces to the outside. He's got at least a first down here, 11 yards out to the 41-yard line of the Highlanders. Washington have a nice game here tonight. It might be we talk about some of the big stars in East County this season, and it starts with guys like Justice McComb of the Eagles, Gabe Krug of the Patriots, and Christian Washington of the Highlanders as far as offense. But Washington here has dropped the ball on a run out near the Helix 45, but Helix does recover. Washington recovered his own fumble. There is a gain on the play. Going to have a second down and 6 at the Helix 44. So hoping to catch up with Dave. Second half, probably about to get back underway there.
The Carol's trying to go on to other apps. What we're doing on Instagram Live. Okay, this is my spring training. I'm getting a little rusty here. Show me up tomorrow when we have everybody have a chance to sit down and watch everything that's going on.
Take a look at some other scores. Possibly the 81 points by Santa Fe Christian smashes the old school record of 71 set several years ago. Getting some information from our statistician here. The old school record.
Ramon, I was hoping you got that one.
No, your camera cut off, brother. Was there a score?
Did you get the audio?
No, you just had a black screen for like the last 3 minutes.
Oh, man, I was talking to Coach Bone.
Oh, no. My apologies. It was not, the whole time it was just black. I don't think there was anything on this end. I don't know if it was a setting. I'm sorry. What did he say, Dave? What did he say?
Well,
we're going to have to reiterate it. I'm sorry.
It's a good time to happen now than later, but
what did he say?
He basically was talking about how, he's got 8 sophomores, most of his seniors left to go get jobs, and that really exactly what we expected. They are in a rebuilding process. Number 22, he's real proud of him, and he has a lot of faith in his quarterback too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's been a real big supporter of his quarterback, Charizamasi. I remember him quoting after that big game when he had his debut against Grossmont. 20 minutes before we played it.
Well, you know what? And here's the quote of the night. Is what Coach Longerbone said. He said, "No injuries, please. No injuries. No injuries. No injuries." That's what he kept echoing as he walked away.
Dave, out in La Mesa, the Highlanders were in punt formation, but the punter saw the rush and he tried to get away, and the Helix Highlanders got a big loss, giving the Saints possession in Helix territory. So the Saints with a little bit of an opportunity here after Helix gave it up on downs following going to be a punt, but it went awry. Ended up being a loss of about 10 yards.
It's been a long time coming.
Well, I will stick around for a little while longer here in Lakeside, but if it gets a little too much out of hand, as you know, I might have to take to the phones later or help you out with the rest of it across the county. But see if we can get 3 quarters in.
Yeah, we're going to hear from Mountain Empire tonight. They're going to send us some stuff, and I watched that game. It was a good game.
So yeah, I think that's a really good one. And then I could get a few of our other guys, get them on the horn. We got a lot of games.
We'll stick
we got a
around.
lot of games tomorrow.
Well, there's only one official game tomorrow at 5:30. Granite Hills is going to travel to take on Valhalla. And there's also a scrimmage out in Santee. The Sultans are going to scrimmage against the Braves. What else do you know? Did anything ever come of that situation with Mount Hill and Christian? They were scheduled to have their own scrimmages tonight, but those were canceled.
No, they didn't. As a matter of fact, they decided. Mike Mitchell called me up and he asked me if I knew anybody, and I guess Mount Miguel, they didn't. They weren't able to scrimmage with them. And now this isn't official, but I heard that. He almost bobbled that one. From what I understand, and I heard, this isn't official, but I guess Coach Starr, something about he didn't test positive or anything, but he didn't know that he was supposed to take a COVID test or something like that. Again, I want to reiterate that's not official. That was through the grapevine. Other than that, Christian also tried to offer to play the Foothillers, and that didn't come through either. So they were a little frustrated. So the Patriots really wanted to play tonight, but they'll get their chance. Boy, look at that!
Gotta air it out.
Wow! Oh!
Just off his fingertips. Joshua.
Yes.
I
hope you caught that. You caught
no, it's
that.
too far, Dave. The ball should be coming to you, Dave, a little bit. But I know I'm not gonna crack on you too much. I mean, we have these COVID protocols, and I know you're trying to stay outside of the box and outside of the area, but.
Yeah, I always follow that yellow line.
I understand.
Right?
Yeah. I just know that the ball's going the other way there. The Saints have moved down inside the Helix 5-yard line. They could be going in here. They're at the 3. So the Saints have a first and goal at the 3.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that tackle, boy. No, that's a good piece of tackling.
Dominic Denha.
Once again, as you heard at the half,
Third down and 13.
Coach McDade was very proud of his defense, and they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
The 81 points by Santa Fe Christian tonight was the third most in section history. Saints here at the 3-yard line, first and goal.
There it is. They're bringing the heat. They're bringing the heat, which is causing the incomplete.
Looks like we don't have quite the setup there on the El Cap sideline like we usually do with that TV and everything. Not quite the same setup for this.
Well, I'm liking it, actually. I'm liking the
Martinez, the punter.
And the ambiance is fantastic too.
Interesting.
What do you think of Martinez? What do you think of Martinez? I think he's going to get picked up by somebody.
Sideway bounce and out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
He's a great punter, and he's a great kicker.
There's a quarterback sneak. Colmanero, is he in? Touchdown Saints.
Oh, man. What is it, 21-7?
20-7 PAT pending. 3:49 to go here in the third quarter, and the Saints have a touchdown.
Oh, man.
Two-yard quarterback run by Colmanero.
There's Yoakley with the shovel. Oh, and he didn't even – man, he mowed over his defender. What a boy.
6 yards, second down and 4.
I think the Vaqueros got some gas left in the tank. They're still showing it.
Well, I hope it's unleaded supreme or whatever they has extra octane.
Yeah, maybe some 92. Okay, here we go.
Hot pursuit by the Cougars.
You know, we get it.
Loss of 5 yards.
We need to get some blocking out in front of him in the
22 getting there first. Adrian Tugwell.
you know, really the
That on your nose? Yeah. That was gross. It looked like it hurt a little bit too.
It did.
Third down. And 8.
you know, the Cougars really haven't done a whole lot as far as offensive drives or big long drives. They've all been just good benefits of good field position.
Yokley going to keep it himself. Brought down by number 3.
On the count of penalties, and speaking of penalties, here's some more laundry.
Penalty flag comes in late.
Helix gets a big return on the kickoff. They're both out near midfield. They're down 21-7, but they got a short field here, so to speak. All at the actually St. Augustine 49-yard line. Start.
Oh, no. Another personal foul for El Cap. It's going to back him up.
15 yards from the line of scrimmage.
15-yard penalty. Got to stop backing him up, you know what I mean? Sounds to me like Saints is going to take care of Helix. That doesn't sound too good.
Hi, brother. Just want to say hi. I'm here on screen if you want to look at me. I'm going to stay on for very long, but just wanted to show everybody I'm here in the studio. A little bit quirky back here.
Third
But
down spotted at the 21 yard.
I'm going to grab oops. I'm going to grab a I can't believe I got 30% left. There it is.
Hey, oh yeah.
Hey, I like that one, though, Ramon.
Washington
Did you really
with
like
a
that
big
one?
run down to the 23-yard line. Helix moving toward the red zone.
Back deep, number 10.
I'm gonna go grab a battery. Stand by.
You're at 30%, Dave. Just kidding.
Yeah, but I can go get 100%. Here, you can take a peek real quick then. Shoot, you almost caught that one, Ramon.
Dave, you've been on the El Capitan sideline all night. That's well, that's just fine. They're at home tonight.
No, I'm just gonna grab a battery.
Oh, I thought you were going to grab the cart there.
You're killing me.
Helix right now, they are inside the 20-yard line, and it's first down and 5. Here's Jesse throwing to the corner of the end zone. It's intercepted. Intercepted by the Saints in the end zone. Great coverage. There were more white shirts than green. Jesse tried to get it in the back of the end zone. It wasn't a poorly thrown ball. It was a great interception. It was underthrown a little bit for certain, but great interception, and the Saints will have it at their own 20-yard line A minute and
I think
41
you're
to
still
go
talking
in
about
the third
Helix.
quarter. Big play right there. Helix is going to be denied a scoring opportunity, and the Saints with a big stop. It could be the game-deciding play out in La Mesa tonight.
Wow.
Loss of 2 yards. Third down and 13.
I'm good. Thank you, then.
San Diego State starting to pull away from Nevada
Okay.
tonight. College
We got a good battery
basketball.
now.
Hold on.
You stick around a little while longer, Dave?
Taken by Steel Canyon, their first timeout of the second half. Snack
We've had a
bars on
great
the
night of
close.
What else we
coverage.
got on tap, Ramon?
Right now, Dave just had a big interception by St. Augustine in the end zone, and a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. The Saints 21-7, and of
Did
course
Ramon take
earlier.
off?
Huh? Can you hear me, Dave? Of course, earlier tonight it was Mountain Empire losing to Maranatha Christian 12-6. Not much going on opening night. The only thing that, I'm just happy that we all got a chance at least to play these games and some scrimmages. It was such a big deal to let them play and get things rolling, and yet we only ended up with a couple of games tonight. But I understand.
All right, Cougars set with the play.
Okay, here we go. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Yes.
All right. It looks like we've lost Dave out there from Lakeside. Right now, the Saints with the ball out to the 43-yard line. Presley with a run. Might be the last play of the third quarter. Highlanders down at 21-7. And, of course, the game, Dave's game, 28-0. Steel Canyon in control tonight. Scrimmage final tonight. Oceanside knocked off La Jolla 14-7. Richie Colmanero had a quarterback keeper for the score to make it 21-7. Saints on top. End of the third quarter in La Mesa. So I don't know if I've lost Dave. I don't know if that's going to be the end of our live coverage for tonight. If we had more games, certainly could bounce around, and that's going to be the plan moving forward. Halftime, Scripps Ranch led Mira Mesa 14-0. They jumped out to an early lead and have continued that lead into, I wouldn't say the locker room, but they're probably just sitting in the end zone with their huddle. That's what we don't go into locker rooms, I don't think, too much this season. Thanks to all the viewers for joining us. Saints have the ball. 2nd down 3. Ball at the Saints 43-yard line. First play of the fourth quarter. Presley on the ground, falls forward, gain of 1. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 at the Saints 44. And we're going to have PJ Panabianco joining us again from Helix.
Ramon, you there?
PJ, great interception right there. Yeah, can you hear me, brother?
Ramon.
PJ, can you hear me, sir? Yeah, I see and I can hear you just fine. PJ, can you hear me? Yeah, maybe I need to come in the video here and try to let him know. I'll turn on my camera. I can hear you, PJ. You hearing me? I can hear you, There he is, the maestro at work. Tell him I can hear him.
Ramon, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me, brother? Certainly would like to conduct an interview with you right now about that great interception. Are you hearing me, PJ?
Ramon, I saw the chat. I cannot hear you.
Oh man, I mean my mic is on. It says it's working. I think the viewers are hearing me.
Yeah, I think earlier I mentioned the kid hadn't thrown in a double coverage, and I think he did at that point. And I was following the receiver through my lens, and he looked like he went out, and the quarterback looked like he threw the ball in. I only had view on one person.
Yeah, no doubt, and that'll be something that Rylan Jesse will have to. They've had a few bumps in the road with him tonight. Are you hearing me yet? Oh man, I don't know if it's on my end. Let me go out and come back in. Okay, I think. How about now? PJ, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, great. Sorry about that, but thank you. Yeah. Jesse got picked off there. Great interception in the end zone by Saints, but that was a very, very decisive play. And now the Highlanders definitely up against it here. The time is running out for them, 2 scores down.
Yeah. Actually I think the bigger play was, I can't exactly tell you what was going, because it was at the complete other end of the field. That's pretty much the whole game has been played on the west end of the field. And I don't know what went on with that punt.
No, I don't know what happened.
You there?
Yep, I'm still hearing you.
Okay.
Just reconnecting with Dave. It's 28-0 out in Lakeside right now. The Cougars have really dominated the Vaqueros tonight.
Yeah. Here it's it's been really touch and go back and forth, but little moments making big mistakes. The tip pass with a touchdown, the punt circus back there. I don't know if the kid thought he could run or he felt too much pressure.
Yeah, I think he saw the
handed off.
I think he saw the pressure coming, and then that was kind of goofy, handing the ball off like that. But I think he felt the pressure coming and thought maybe he could run for something, but not against a team like Saints. You're not going to get away.
Saints has shown their discipline. I don't think they've been penalized tonight. I mean, this is a pretty for being the first game after this big time off. There's been very few penalties, and
offside.
I'm really impressed with how disciplined Saints are.
5 yards, still first down.
Yeah, they gave up that touchdown and a long run back, but other than that, it's been a play here, a play there. But they've been playing within themselves. They play within their scheme, and their offensive line is, I think,
look at number 30 go. Look at him go.
Yeah, have
look at that.
Good matchup in the trenches between these two teams, but you just can't help but think that that was the key play of the game, the interception, because the Highlanders, they get a score there to move
we're heading down there. I hope you're switching over to me, buddy.
Oh, what you got, Dave?
Away from scrimmage.
PJ, you can hang with us if you want, or if you need to go back shooting, Dave's got some action here.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Great job. Thank you.
Get rid of that goose egg. What do you think?
We're going to get on the scoreboard here.
Hope you're still with me, Ramon.
Yes, sir.
This could be a big one right here.
I'd like to see El Capitan get a score here for sure. Dave, we in the third quarter still? Or
coming in from the
we in the third quarter still, Dave?
Okay, delay game is not something we need.
Back them up
We in the,
5.
Dave, we in the
First
third
down
quarter still
and
here?
15.
And we were in good field position.
Fans, cheerleaders
Dave's
asking
not
us to
here
hand
yet, I
up.
think.
Picked up a
Ramon,
big
if you're
point,
still
got the
there,
win.
Yeah. Why are these guys not
I
here?
don't know
Oh,
if you caught
let me
that
try
last
this.
run. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm still with you, Dave. Can you hear me now? Is it still the third quarter, Dave?
Look at that. Huh?
Complete.
Looks like El Capitan trying to get into the East County end zone
By
here.
number 15, but not before he picks up 10 yards. Second down and 5.
Looks like the Vaqueros are going to race this goose egg right about now.
I certainly would like that. Let's get it. Are we in the East County
Can't
end
hear
East
you,
County end zone?
Ramon, but hopefully you can hear me.
Absolutely. I don't know why you can't hear me. I'm sorry.
Not this time.
Oh, wow.
It's going to take more than one to break it down.
Gosh darn it.
Timeout in La Mesa. Saints call timeout.
Boy, they got in good position. Now they're going backwards again, unfortunately. That's kind of been the
Helix
trend
has-
all evening. Whether it be a penalty or big tackles. I think I lost you, Ramon, but
No, I'm sorry, Dave. I can hear
I
you, and I
can't
know
hear you
that
at all, but
our
hopefully
audience
you
can hear me. I'm
can,
trying to
get
see
the
if I can
action
do
and
something. I'm going to take you in and out just for a split second after this play. Maybe that'll fix my connection with Dave.
There
Oh,
it
look
is.
at this.
There it is.
Great throw.
Oh, wow. Almost picked off.
Good defense. Great attempt as well.
That was right for the picking, too.
It was a great shot.
The
I'm
Carrols
going
are
to take
very
him out.
lucky that he didn't pick
Take
that
him
off.
out and come back in. I hope he doesn't think I'm cutting him off.
Down. 4th down.
Fourth down for the Vaqueros. I don't see why they wouldn't stay on the field.
Hey, Dave, can you hear me now? No. Well, like to see this end zone shot. There we go.
Yoakley going to pull it down, do it himself.
Wow.
Close to the stick.
Yoke's picking it up.
Going to come up a couple yards short. Steel Canyon defense.
Felix has the ball in St. Augustine territory. At the Saints' 46-yard line with 7 minutes to go. They are going to need a score on this drive.
Oh, I see you in the chat. Let's see here.
Let's see if I can communicate with Dave a little bit. I can hear you, Dave. I don't know why you're not getting me. Can you hear me, Dave? Can you hear me, Dave? Well, we'll put Dave's face on the screen. We'd like to see the action.
Gibbons, the ball carrier, picks up 9.
All right, Ramon. Well, I'm going to probably take a few photos before I exit, but I'm going to be leaving here shortly. This one's getting out of hand.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, it's been a little bit one-sided tonight, but so happy football is back in all of our youth sports, all of our prep sports. Sean Martinez was shaken up for the Highlanders, but he's going to run off the field under his own power. So good to see that.
Keeper number 13.
Yeah, we definitely would like to see El Cap somehow find the end zone here. Here comes Dave again, upside down. There we go. I'm sorry you
I
can't
didn't
hear me,
you
Dave.
before, Ramon. Maybe you could show it the final on Helix and Saints. Oh, there it is down there.
Rylan Jesse right now just got sacked.
Number 22.
First down sack, and the sack is at the 40-yard line. 7 minutes to go. Clock continues to run. Highlanders down 21-7 here in the fourth quarter. I think Dave's leaving the game. Unfortunately. There we go.
Picks up 5 yards.
I didn't know if we were going to try to see El Capitan get in the end zone here. Would like to see that tonight. Washington with a run for Helix down to the 35-yard line, but it's going to be 3rd down and 9. Just a couple of over 6 minutes left. Clock stops.
What it gotta be running. There's no way they run. Holy pass. Oh, pass. Ball!
Atta boy. Look at that dude.
Santana Medina comes up with a nice stop.
Wish I was out there
Late
tonight.
flag.
It didn't work out for me, but just amazing. I know that the protocols were a little bit more strict over there at Helix tonight to get in for some than maybe it was in Lakeside. It's Helix with a completion
Steel Canyon up 5 yards.
down to the 27-yard line, but they're going to be short of the first down. It's 4th down and 3. They're going to go for it, obviously. 4th and 2.5. The ball is at the St. Augustine 28-yard line. They've got to get to the 26. It's 4th down and 2.
Ooh. Boy, that was a hit.
No, I did not.
Boy, he wasn't going anywhere, even
so I
if he
could
did
watch
catch
the
that ball.
Aztecs tonight.
Nice hit.
Here's Washington. 1st down and more. Down inside the 20-yard line. He's going to get down to the 17. Maybe, yeah, the 17-yard line. Where the Highlanders are going to have a 1st down. Call it the 19. But it's 1st down to Helix. 5 minutes to go.
Complete to number 10.
Wow. And gang tackled.
Grabbed around the ankles and
a couple of
wrapped
vaqueros.
up at the 40-yard line. Makes it 4th down and 3.
See what they do here. Obviously going to stay on the field.
Great job by Dave tonight. Wish we had a better game for him.
I think they're just
Doesn't
going to try and
matter
draw
right
him
now.
offside.
I mean,
I
it's
don't
a
see
great
any
game.
other reason why they would stay on the field. Unless they're trying to get closer for another 3.
And that'll do it.
Washington gets hit hard.
3/4, and
Maybe a
this guy's
short
gonna
game, but
be
it's going to be
exiting
3rd
stage
and 3rd and
right.
about 9 for Helix.
As it's 28-0, unfortunately.
In case you're wondering, next week, El Capitan be traveling. for Granite Hills.
Helix is into the end zone. Touchdown. Christian. Big moves, Washington. On a reception. They got him the ball. He found the end zone. Touchdown, Helix. 3:46 to go. And the Highlanders are within 8. PAT pending. Rylan Jesse has a touchdown pass as a freshman for Helix. Christian Washington has his second score of the game. He returned the opening kickoff 90 yards for a touchdown, and he has a touchdown here with 3:46 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Highlanders have botched the snap on the extra point. The Saints bury the holder, and the Highlanders are going to trail by 8 with 3:46 to go in the game. Probably going to have to go for an onside kick here.
Go, Alex, go!
We'll see. Yeah, we lost the cam, Dave.
First down, Cougars. Annie Livery.
That's all right.
We got the audio,
Hey,
but
we
not
gotta
the
go.
cam.
Hey, let's go.
You take them in and out here and see if I can fix the audio.
Hey, watch Sweet. Watch Sweet. Cover. Hey, Sweet. Cover. Sweet.
Yeah, we're not seeing your cam, Dave.
Good job. You got to wrap up.
Breaks the tackle.
Got a flag.
All right, the Helix Highlanders are ready to kick off here.
Kristen Leonsi.
They are going to – they don't have to kick it deep, but there might have been timeout called. The Highlanders made a kick, but maybe there was a timeout just called. They froze the kicker on the kickoff.
Penalty flag.
Really just wanted to see if they were going to kick it deep or try it onside, and Saints might have called timeout. So we're not seeing your cam, Dave, if you can hear me. But game continues on. It might be in the fourth quarter. Dave can't hear me, and I haven't been able to find out if it's in the fourth quarter. Certainly very, very close right now, if not. I don't even know which way the teams were traveling.
First down and 15.
See what the Highlanders have in mind. The teams will discuss it. Second touchdown of the game. Big move for Washington.
95 and 95. Catching Bobo. And John Miller.
20-yard touchdown on a little screen pass. And he quickly found room to run right down the middle of the field, got that score. The Highlanders do end up kicking it deep, and it's fielded at the 5-yard line. Return out to the 31-yard line where the Saints will take over with 3:39 to go, and the Highlanders with 2 timeouts remaining. That's where the Saints will take over. It sounds like Dave might have left the game. I don't know. See his car? Walking out of the arena? I'll just switch up. Saints just need a couple of first downs to end this one. And Presley gains close to 9 yards. Call it 8. They're out near their own 40-yard line.
It's not in the fourth quarter. Come on.
Now, the Saints are being penalized, I believe, here. just a stoppage of play. 2nd down 2. Clock continues to run. 2:40 to go. Saints 21, Helix 13. A run. It's Presley. Spins, falls forward. 1st down, Saints. Clock continues to run. So this is going to be the series right now when the Highlanders would just get a chance for they need, big plays. Saints are going to be able to run the clock almost all the way down here. I don't quite think they're in victory formation yet. Helix with their 2 timeouts. But when are the Highlanders going to use it? Probably right after. It's 1st down and 10. Ball at the 44 of Saints. A run up the middle. Presley near the 1st down. 9-yard gain into Highlander territory. Ball at the Helix 48. Under 2 minutes. The 1st down's going to win this one for Saints. Thank you to Dave Dickens tonight. Great views of those scores, didn't he? That's what you're going to see on the East County End Zone moving forward. As long as we get to more football games. Tomorrow night, Granite Hills at Valhalla. That's on Orange Nation TV. I don't know if we're going to provide any live coverage because they do a great job out there. Check out Orange Nation TV on YouTube. Pretty sure they'll have it going. Valhalla's already had several other sports televised, streamed, if you will. God, the Saints got a delay a game penalty with 1:12 to go, so the Highlanders got a free time out there. So that makes it now 2nd down and 7. They're back in Saints territory. Here's a sweep to the left side with Presley. Bounces off a tackler, and he's out of bounds. Helix saves another timeout. 1:04 left. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. No gain. Call it 3rd and 7. Oh, here's Dave. I think we got Dave back. Let's see. Dave, can you hear me? Not hearing me.
I'm on audio. I'm leaving the game. It's actually raining out. It's raining. It's raining in Lakeside.
Well, at least you got through the game without it raining. Can you hear me, Dave? Shout out Sean. He did a great job for us too, keeping us on our toes.
Well, I like Sean's his commentary on my comments and maybe being part of the chain gang and all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure, Dave. The Saints just got a big play down. It's almost Saints just picked up a gain of 6. 4th down and 1. Helix does have to use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. It's 21-13, 55 seconds left. 4th down and 1 for the Saints. This is the play of the game to either end it or give Helix a chance.
Well, what's the game of the night? I mean, really, it's got to be Helix and Saints. I mean,
well, there's only
so
two
much
games.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just, I really don't understand because talking to Mike and Dan Mitchell were really they were really disappointed in nobody wanting to play them, and they really wanted to play some football. And I mean, even if it's a scrimmage, I think that it would be beneficial for not only Mount McGill but Grossmont as well. And with that being said, what was it, 2019? I recall Christian playing a scrimmage against the Foothillers.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know.
That's been disappointing after seeing what so many schools went through with the let them play movement. We want to get out there, we want to play, and then there's really only not even 10 games in the whole county. I mean, the South Bay got a slow start; they can't play quite yet, but so many teams opted to take scrimmages, and many of them, at least with our teams, weren't even played.
Well, I gotta say, there was I would say there's more Cougar fans out here at El Cap Stadium than there were Vaquero fans. I mean, realistically, don't get me wrong. I think it was about 48 degrees on the field. I don't know if that had something to do with it, but the Cougars travel well too, though.
So the Saints were lined up for a 4th down and 1 at the Helix 47-yard line, and they sent 12 men out there for their 4th down play, and they were penalized back. And now it's going to be 4th down and 6 with 55 seconds to go. And now the Saints are going to punt. Are they going to – I don't know what they're going to – they're going to punt. They were going to go for it on 4th and 1, but now they're going to have to punt on 4th and 6.
Ramon, who else do we have out there tonight besides myself?
Well, the ball is fumbled, and Helix picks it up, and they're going to be stomped down at the 10. Go ahead, Dave.
I was just wondering who else we had out there. Did Larry make it in?
No, I'm sorry, Dave. We just didn't have access tonight to get into the Helix game.
So what? I saw who did we have then giving us some play-by-play today besides myself?
We had you on, Dave, and I've been following the Helix game, and we've been kind of keeping up the updates. But
well. I think I think everybody understands, and that's the first thing that I asked the defensive coordinator, Sean McDade. I said, "Now, am I going to have to go get a COVID test because I'm not going to travel to the lakeside if?" Oh no, not here, man. We're playing football. That's it.
Things will change also possibly next Tuesday when the rate goes below 7%. At that time, they won't even need player testing 48 hours before the game, and I believe fans will be allowed to come to the games. I don't know. The conference may look to still have limit the crowd a little bit, but I don't think health-wise that will be I think they'll loosen things up. San Diego State won tonight, 77-70. They just wrapped up their game against Nevada. But Helix is going to be right now. They're 2nd and 15 after a big sack back to the 5-yard line. So the Helix Highlanders need to go 95 yards in 36 seconds. They have one man who can do that.
How has that quarterback played overall this evening? What would you grade him for the Highlanders?
I think he's been under a little bit of duress. He threw an interception into some double coverage. It looked like a good ball. He also missed on 2 deep balls, but definitely were balls that just with a little bit of refining and a little bit of tuning, I think he can make those connections. Playing, a pretty strong team, and no doubt Saints have a menacing defensive line. He's done a pretty good job keeping them off him, but some pressure. Here's an incompletion. We're going to be 3rd and 15, 30 seconds left.
Now, what did you think of the
I'll get you an update in Steel Canyon momentarily. Go ahead, Dave. What did you say? You said, what did I think? And then it cut off. I know you're driving now.
What did you think about the Vaqueros defense and their special teams?
Yeah, I thought that the defense did do a pretty decent job for the Vaqueros. I don't think I was surprised necessarily. It's just that Steel Canyon ended up with some short fields following some turnovers, so that offense, it just wasn't too effective. Here's a completion by Helix out to the 35-yard line. First down, Highlanders, 26 seconds left. The ball is at the 35-yard line. Darius James with a reception from Rylan Jesse. Helix will have 1st and 10 at their own. They still got to go 65 yards. They have one timeout left.
Now that's the freshman sensation, yes?
I don't know if we can call him a sensation yet, but we can call him a freshman.
Well, I was trying to give him a benefit. I mean, he's now Tyler Buckner, but I wish you would have heard. Darn it! I wish you would have.
I am so sorry.
I could have gotten that about Longerbone, because he did say he had a pretty funny one. He says, I laugh every time I see Buckner on that Helix. And when people say former Helix Highlander, Tyler Buckner, he says, I get a little chuckle out of that.
You're on the air right now. I don't know. We're on the air live still. So just a little heads up there.
And I was gonna. That was my big point is the rosters. How do we go about getting the most accurate roster? It's not Max Preps, because
I'll get it for.
Sorry to say, but live or not.
Completion out to the 42, Washington. He's tackled hard, hits his head on the ground a little bit. 10 seconds left. Helix has one timeout. They should use it right now because they've got to try to set up a Hail Mary. 4 seconds left. Yeah, penalty flag, yeah. I tell you what, I think anybody out there listening on this, if they've checked out Max Prep since they've kind of redone the website, kind of towards the beginning of what would have been last season, we know they had a bit of a design change. Either I don't navigate it very well, or right now it's not very good. I'm not talking about people entering in their rosters. I'm talking about navigating through and also trying to find the previous records. Now, I think I'm kind of an expert at using Max Preps, but I'm struggling to get the information that I need, finding the right pages. So a lot of it has to do with that update. Here's Jesse with no time left. They're going to need a Hail Mary. He scrambles. He throws it. Incomplete, and that's it. And the Saints have defeated Helix here tonight. The top-ranked Islanders, the 16th ranked team in the state of California, has gone down to defeat tonight here to the St. Augustine Saints, 21-13 in an upset.
Wow. Well,
so that's that, Dave. I don't know if you want to stick with me. You're driving. I don't know if those are. But thank you so much for great coverage. Your camera was great, and wasn't necessarily quite what we were expecting with our new live show. But I think you showed us that we can have some exciting weeks ahead over the next 5 weeks as we play this football season out. And I don't know, maybe it'll work too to show some big baseball games or basketball games moving forward. I think the live coverage worked just fine. A few technical glitches here and there. Thank you to all of our viewers. I don't know if you want to round up any kids and maybe try to get on the air with some interviews before the Prep Pigskin Report. I'll leave that up to you if you want to see if you want to get any of the Cougars. I'll clean up the scoring a little bit and get the information on those touchdowns. I heard you say the numbers.
Well,
I really didn't see it myself because I have old eyes, but
well, I have left.
We'll have it worked out by the time the stories are written tomorrow.
I have left the game, but I will get the quotes. I'm gonna I'm gonna grab some dinner / lunch since I didn't have either one, and then I'm gonna head home and start our phone call. So it shouldn't be too long because I'm gonna be up at this window here in about 2 minutes. I don't want to pay the Uber Eats because I'm cheap.
And easy. All right, Dave. Great job, man. I'll let you go. We don't want to see you we don't want to see you ordering your fast food, but appreciate your thoughts. I'll stick around with the. Unless you want to stick around with me, I'm gonna try to update the Steel Canyon game here that you just left. Real quick.
Well, if you want to go ahead and update that, and I can always come back on. I'm just gonna grab a few quick things, and then we can go over that. And then I can also make some phone calls. And there's not going to be too many. I mean, as you know, this is the least amount of games that I've ever covered on a Friday night, or usually I'd be making about 20 phone calls tonight.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to make you work as hard tonight, but I sure wish.
Now answer me this.
I'm jealous. Hey, we're going to bring in PJ. I don't know if you want to stick around, but I got PJ joining us right now after a little post game with PJ following the victory tonight by the St. Augustine Saints. And PJ, Saints Highlanders had a chance there. Actually made a nice little small short drive out near midfield. Jesse made a couple of plays, but Saints just too tough.
Yeah, I mean, their discipline showed in the end, and I think they're a mature team. And we have I think their quarterback's a senior. I mean, that's instant leadership on the offensive side of the ball, and it showed. This freshman from Helix is poised. I haven't seen too many freshman quarterbacks that are going to put up with the rush that was constantly coming after him. When we would drop back to pass, it was, if he didn't get off, it was, get your feet moving because you're about to get planted. And I don't think the big offensive lineman they were expecting to have is, I think he went off to state, Josh Simmons kid, and their offensive line isn't as large as Helix's offensive line has been in the past.
Yeah, there's some Martinez picking up there on that last series as well.
Yeah, Sean Martinez and Valario are, I think, the only returning starters on the offensive line, the center and the left tackle. And there's some size there, but the other guys are, still growing into themselves. I think you'd say they're younger, they're not as large. And on the other side of the ball, Saints' offensive line, junior college size, wide bodies, put a hat on everybody on every play. Helix used their speed for a while, but after a while, I think it just wore them down. It seems like both sides were content with playing between the tackles for most of the game. Neither team really tried to get outside very often, and when they did, both teams had enough speed to counter it and deal with it.
Yeah, and Dave was asking me about what I thought tonight of Ryland Jesse's performance, and I think you summed it up well. That he certainly is going to show some poise, but when you're just out there in your first game and you're facing the St. Augustine Saints, I mean, Washington made big plays that he needed to make. We're not going to shortchange what that last drive. They needed to go 95 yards in 30 seconds, really, and that was going to be just a too tall task, to get a score there, and they still almost made something of it. So I think he'll be an interesting watch moving forward. This will be a nice little season for him to really develop.
Yeah, and this is gonna be an experience for him. He's gonna get Steele twice. I mean, Steele Canyon is no joke, and they're gonna play here once, play once over there, and they're gonna come after him. And Grossmont, and the Grossmont Helix game is always a game, and then El Cap. I mean, they got a pretty stout schedule. So he'll be tested, and, in the fall. All the players will be a little bit older. They'll be a little bit more experienced, and he'll be a solid sophomore quarterback. I mean, big, strong kid, poise in the pocket. I don't know what their offensive line future is going forward to keep him standing upright. And then, the fact that they won't be able to just put 9 in the box and come after Washington. You're going to have to respect the fact that that kid can throw the ball 45 yards down the field with his feet on the ground. So,
yeah, he did show his ability to throw the deep ball. It just didn't work out. The 2 times that they had it, you throw those passes later in the season, different opponent possibly that could have connected on one of those. I will add, Steele Canyon has added another touchdown out in Lakeside tonight. They're rolling up a big win over El Cap. Go ahead.
Yeah, the one kid, the one pass that was coming towards me, I have both hit kid in the hands, and he had a step on the defensive back. That shoulda, coulda, woulda, if, then, and what. The kid threw a really nice pass. The one he threw it underthrew it a little bit, and once again, I don't know if the receiver went out and he threw it in or he just underthrew it too much, but it was double coverage. Got picked off, and it stopped the drive. But I mean, he's a 14, 15-year-old freshman playing in a pretty big game right now. So it is what it is. Saints is a tough team. This Saints team would really, I'm sure, like to see a playoff type scenario for them, because they have a lot of tools. They're solid across. Their defense brings it on every down, and there's not a letdown when they sub kids in and out. They're disciplined, very well coached. They made some mistakes. They had a couple penalties toward the end, but very disciplined team. Both teams, it was a pretty penalty-free game.
Until the end. They did have some goofy penalties there. Saints made some mistakes at the end, trying to work that clock down.
Yeah, with the 4th and 1, and we're gonna do it. Okay, now it's 4th and 6. You're gonna have to punt it. That was weird. That's a mistake, but I'm sure they're gonna learn from that, and they're not gonna make that mistake again.
Well, Cathedral rolled up a big number tonight on Torrey Pines. I thought that was it. It was maybe a bit 38-0. I think it was a blowout. So you talk about Saints, you talk about Helix, you talk about Cathedral, and the opponents. Now Cathedral big victory, and Saints get this 1-score victory.
Yeah, but the Holy Bowl might actually be a little different than years past. It might be closer than we've seen in years past. I don't know. It might be worth a track. I don't know if they're playing at Mesa or up at Cathedral this year, but if they play it on a Saturday, I might have to go over and watch that.
So for sure. Hey, big news right now. I mean, like I said, it's a blowout out in Lakeside, but I got some great news. El Capitan has found the end zone on a deep ball, a deep pass for a touchdown. So great to see El Cap find the end zone tonight. We didn't want to see a goose egg on opening night. No. Just the 2 teams, and tomorrow night, Granite Hills at Valhalla, another conference game. It's going to be great. But thank you so much for your updates. Hope we could do this again. I'm hoping to be out at a game and kind of conduct this little orchestra, and I'll get better, hopefully. Thank to all the fans for watching, and Dave had some great shots. If you get a chance to scroll through the video a little bit, you'll see how we put the just like those videos that we do and send them out on social media. We just had the camera on live, and Dave got some great shots. A punt return came right into him, and we saw unfortunately, not unfortunately that it was Steel Canyon. I just mean unfortunately it was almost all Steel Canyon, but saw Steel Canyon come into the East County end zone several times, and it was exciting and awesome, awesome to see. Like I said, I was disappointed to hear what you said about the sterile atmosphere out there, but things are bound to change. I'm sure everyone felt real great about being out there.
That's the thing. I think once things go a little bit farther along, we got the first one out of the way. Things are opening up a little bit. Kids are going to go and they're going to talk about this. They're going to see this. They're going to read about it. They're going to hear about it from their friends, and then it's going to be, but then again, it's only supposed to be parents only in the stands. So that being said,
4 tickets. I think you probably give to whoever you want, right?
No, I think two tickets
family only,
family.
or what?
Family only.
But I think, like I said, I think after next Tuesday, that 7% is such a magic number. I think that really
like
changes.
I said, we're a little bit farther along. Things keep progressing. You get some people in the stands. It'd be great if the snack bar was open. I wouldn't be starving because I'm heading for the taco shop.
Yeah, they have the snack bar open in Lakeside for the first half tonight. Here's the final that just came in. San Marcos beat La Costa Canyon 9-7.
Ooh, high scoring affair there.
Yep. I think we, other than losing with Helix, I think we kind of, knew we said it could be a low-scoring game tonight, and I think we got that, despite the fact that there was some explosive plays in the game.
But you look at, the big difference in the game, both sides, they give up a kickoff for a touchdown. Interception leads to a touchdown. Their other touchdown was because of the messed up punt. Neither team took the ball and drove except for one, and that was the 50-yard pass to the wide receiver from Colmenero to the wide receiver. I can't remember his name. That was the extent of the offense as far as, getting the ball, working your way down the field. Everything else was taking advantage of opportunities that, were there. So.
Yep, I appreciate it. I was trying to see if I could I have the notes from the game up here, but I don't know. I was only managing 2 games. I mean, what are we going to do when we have 3 or 4? Hopefully, we do.
And hopefully your Wi-Fi works too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yours came through really good. Dave's came through really good as well. So, like I said, if you want to join us again, we'd love to, get a report from you wherever you're headed to next week. We probably, this, even though we have a schedule, who knows what it's going to look like by the time we reach next Friday.
Right. Well, could have a unfortunate Mission Hills Grove Pond situation.
Yeah, I totally respect and appreciate all the concern regarding any kind of contact tracing and shutting down a program and all that. We saw that in some college basketball today as well, with some games being canceled. But transmission rates are so low that I have a feeling that the guidance moving forward. It's unfortunate because with the NCAA tournament, I think the guidance moving forward. You almost got to start to treat it like the NBA, and you quarantine the individuals that might have had COVID and then move from there. And you don't see them canceling any games right now. They just send them into quarantine. They call it COVID protocols, and that player is on the shelf for a couple of weeks. So hopefully everyone will start to understand that. But it's a little different out here in California. But Dave and I saved the political stuff for after the show.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go get tacos. All right. Ramon, I'll catch up with you later.
Okay. If you got a picture, send me one. If not, we'll find your photos. I'll try to share it to the East County link so everybody can appreciate your work. And can't wait to see I can't wait to see your pictures of the Highlanders. I'll look at the Saints pictures as well.
I didn't get to tell you. Everything happened on the 5 touchdowns were scored. 4 of them were at the other end of the field from where I was.
Yeah. Did you feel compelled to stay in that end zone? Was there any sequestering of media as far as like to stay in an area?
They asked, you know how you usually get to go up to the 25?
Yeah, I saw that they said
asked
the team boxes are to the 10.
Yeah, so, and the media that I was around, we respected that. We stayed away from the teams, stayed away from everybody, and that, you know, we didn't get intermingled with the teams. We didn't go past the 10. We didn't go through the teams to get to the other end of the field. You know, so we played by the rules.
Yeah, yep, we saw that out pretty much in Lakeside as well. Everybody did a great job. So I think moving forward, we can all feel safe. Moving forward on to next week, hopefully we get that number under 7% on Tuesday, and more things will happen for everybody in society. We can't go to they played the game out in Mountain Empire. PJ, I mentioned, I don't know if you heard that score. Maranatha Christian beat Mountain Empire 12-6 in overtime. That game was played without any fans in attendance out in Pine Valley tonight. So hopefully we get under that 7%. That's going to loosen up things, not only for all of the athletes and games, but also for society as well. So I'll let you go. You're on a trek to your car, and I'm checking out the end of this Steel game. I think it's over, but glad the Vaqueros scored. Thanks a lot, brother. Great job.
Take it easy.
All right. PJ Panabianco, Vanilla Gorilla Photography. Look him up on Facebook. I thought Dave would join us, might have some interviews, but I might just wrap it up. Thank you for everyone for joining us. There's just a couple viewers right now, but everyone who tuned in. Maya, hey, how you doing, my friend? Great to see you. Great to see you in the chat. And I didn't. I'm doing that interview. I know El Capitan got that last score may have been 35-7. I'm sorry I don't have the score. They didn't have the graphics on the screen. I got wrapped up in that interview. I think the good news there is that El Cap did score a touchdown right at the end of the game. So great to have you in the chat. We got a real star in our chat tonight. All right, Dave. We might start up another live stream as well. Maybe Dave wants to get some interviews, but we'll see you. Let the PPR take over. Thanks a lot. EastCountySports.com, the East County End Zone. Good night, everybody.